Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for taking the time to watch this video. So now we're going to talk a little bit about spiral staircases. So over the past, I would say 5 to 6 years, spirals have become increasingly more popular. I believe this has to do with two different factors. One, the increase of traditional building materials, wood and everything that goes into building a traditional set of stairs has continued to increase, whereas having a spiral custom fabricated, powder coated, and installed, although it has gone up, not at the same rate. So now spirals are very comparable in price to what it would be to build a second story set of stairs with a landing incorporated. With this spiral, you would expect to pay anywhere from $11,000 to $18,000 depending on the elevation, and stairs with landings incorporated are very similar in price. Now, one of the great benefits of a spiral is the fact that they take up a much smaller footprint in the backyard. So a traditional set of stairs will span out over anywhere between 10, 12, 14 feet, maybe even as much as 16 feet, where a spiral is a 6-foot circumference and it only takes up a 6-foot diameter of the backyard, which is wonderful. It also, as you look at the photos on our website of the spiral stairs, you can see that they allow great visibility through them. Now, over the last 20 years of installing, custom fabricating and installing spirals, we've learned that one of the detriments of a spiral is that when you're climbing up and down them, they can be a little bit slippery. So over the last 5 years, we've learned that now we always need to put in fascia tread. So whatever the decking material is of your deck, that decking material will also come in 12-inch pieces of fascia, and we modify those and install them for the actual spiral treads. This gives you a nice, comfortable walking surface. Not to mention it really ties the spiral in with the rest of the deck and it looks wonderful. The other consideration with the spiral is you traverse it differently than you would a traditional set of stairs. So traditionally when you're climbing a set of stairs, you're going to be taking steps that are right around 7 inches from one step to the next. Whereas with the spiral, you're closer to 9, 9.5, 9.25, somewhere in that range. So a spiral is climbed more like a ladder. You want the rungs to be further apart because you're climbing it. You have one hand on the grippable, you have another hand on the pole, and you're climbing it differently. So the fact that it has steeper steps actually makes it more comfortable. And then one of the main questions I get from a homeowner is, what about kids or dogs? Now, dogs are intuitive, so what we found is most of our homeowners have pets, and once they have the spiral installed, it'll take the dog a couple of times of feeling comfortable from the top to the bottom and the bottom to the top, but outside of that, they're extremely intuitive and they do really well in that environment. Now, as far as kids and being the father of a 4 and an 8-year-old, I actually would feel more comfortable with my kids unobserved climbing a spiral than a traditional set of stairs. And the reason being is if you're climbing a full set of stairs and you lose your footing, you're going to tumble all the way to the very bottom. This is why we put baby gates at the bottom or the top of stairs. Now with the spiral, because you're going in a circumference, if a child was to lose its footing, they're not able to fall very far before they catch themselves. Same thing with the way up. So I don't believe there's an issue with kids when it comes to the spirals. We always fabricate them at 6 feet around, so it gives you a nice 36-inch path as you're climbing up it, which is more than enough space to carry a tray or food or drinks or whatnot. So maybe a spiral would be a good option for your family. And again, if you have any questions, please feel free to call us at 303-730-9642, or you can email us any questions at deckman1963@gmail.com. And we appreciate your time. Thank you.